So, there's videos about entrepreneurship and it not being for everybody, right? So, got the wig on, and I felt the need to make sure that I tell people at the beginning this is not a makeup tutorial. I'm just like multitasking. So, I gotta put my face on since I'm about to do a few shows, and I wanted to talk to you guys. So, I'm gonna kill two of these birds with one stone. So, listen. I want to talk to you about entrepreneurship real quick because, and I'm going to tell you, I was guilty. I used to be one of these people or whatever, right? Who used to kind of like do the entrepreneurial shame, you know? That whole like, you know, either you going to work for somebody else and you going to help them build their dream, or you going to build your dream. So what you going to do? Now, let's be clear. All that is accurate. And it's completely true. It completely works, okay? That's very true. If you're not building your dream in regards to a business, you are definitely going to be helping somebody else build theirs or whatever, right? But y'all, I really wish y'all would stop making it seem like entrepreneurship is for everybody. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. I don't know another way to say it. Entrepreneurship takes an extreme amount of hustle and grind and determination and damn near a lack of sanity, right? Entrepreneurship takes you to be able to see something and make something out of nothing, okay? And that's a wonderful trait to have. That is not to belittle anyone who is not or does not aspire to be an entrepreneur. There is nothing wrong with that. The reality of the matter, if we were all entrepreneurs, nobody could work for the other entrepreneurs. And I can't really build a company where nobody works under me. I have to have people that help me build my dream, correct? So going back to this guilt trip thing that people do where they're like, you know, you're going to help somebody else build their dream or you're going to build your own. Your calling may be to help someone else build their dream. Your calling may not be to be an entrepreneur. Your calling may not be to have that level of insanity, okay? Because going after your dreams when you're going after them and the odds are not in your favor is a form of insanity, right? It's doing something that doesn't necessarily make sense, right? It's doing something that 1 + 1 may not equal to. It's a risk. You know what I'm saying? It's a thing that you may not be able to do. So here's the thing. If you're not about that life, don't feel shame. Entrepreneurship ain't for everybody, and it doesn't have to be for you. So to my fellow entrepreneurs out there, I really wish y'all would stop guilting these people into starting their businesses, because here's the thing. Understanding how deep and crazy entrepreneurship is, I would hate to have somebody taking this journey of entrepreneurship, the craziness that is entrepreneurship. I would hate to have someone taking this journey and this was not their path, right? That's like if I would hate for someone to have to go to medical school if you weren't called to be a doctor. Medical school ain't for me. Math and sciences, not my growth, not my high point. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to keep going on forever, whatever, but I really want to leave y'all with this. Entrepreneurship isn't for everybody. And if you have tried it and you've come to the idea that entrepreneurship is not for you, that, number one, doesn't mean that you cannot fulfill yourself creatively. Okay? You don't have to necessarily be a full-on entrepreneur. If you want to, say, write a book, you can write and go under a publishing house. You know what I mean? You don't have to self-publish. You don't have to do the stuff yourself. You know, and it's nothing wrong with that, but I just really wish y'all would stop teaching people and telling people that entrepreneurship is for everyone, because it's not. And if you are not girded up and you don't have the materials that you need and the push that you need, you're not going to be able to make it. You're not going to withstand the test of time. You're not going to withstand the recession. You're not going to withstand the hurdles, because let me be clear, it's going to be difficult. And that's not just with entrepreneurship. That's with anything in life worth having, right? So they say that about marriage, and they say that about all these positive things, schools and degrees. If you want it, you got to work for it. It's worth having, etc., etc. Entrepreneurship is no different, but It's not for everyone. So as a whole for 2020, I would love for other entrepreneurs to stop guilting everybody into being an entrepreneur. That's not everybody's calling, okay? We have to find an effective way to speak to those aspiring entrepreneurs, right? Because the people that we really want to talk to when we're saying that are those people who know what they're supposed to be doing. They want to start a catering business. They want to start cutting hair and have their own barbershop. They want to do something like that. They know they have it in them. They can't stop. They can't get rid of that dream. Those are the people that you should be talking to. Those are the people that you have those hard conversations with and you guilt them. Yo, either you're going to work for somebody else's dream or you're going to work for yours because you have a dream so you know what it is, right? That ain't everybody. That ain't everybody. And because your path is entrepreneurship doesn't mean somebody else's path is entrepreneurship too. Okay? This is nothing that is a fly-by-night thing. You have to want it. It has to be in your bones. The same way that like people work so hard and they dedicate themselves to whatever their labor of love is, whether it be sports or writing or whatever, and they put this inordinate amount of time into that, you have to have that same level of passion to start and keep a business running. You have to. It is not just I'm going to go run to the store and pick up XYZ. That's not what this is. That's not what this is. So if you are considering starting a business, really, 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 I want you to ask yourself these questions. Is that really what you're ready for? For real. Is that what you're ready for? Because the hurdles that are going to come with entrepreneurship are going to be unexpected. They're going to be heavy. You're going to want to quit. You're going to want to quit. I don't know no other way to say it. You're going to get to a point where you're going to be like, I just don't know if this is for me or if this is what I'm supposed to be doing. You have to know ahead of time that you're going to get to that point, that it's going to be hard, that there's going to be times when you're going to have to do stuff that you wouldn't want to do, that you're going to be working longer hours than you would if you was working for somebody else. You can't clock out when you're an entrepreneur. Ain't no clocking out when you're an entrepreneur. Ain't no I'm working till 5 o'clock and then my office hours is over. You're going to miss a sale playing with your office hours. So I just really want to leave y'all with that. Fellow entrepreneurs, stop guilting everybody into starting a business. Entrepreneurship ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody. Entrepreneurship isn't for everybody. If you don't have it in you, you can't do that. Being a gymnast isn't for everyone, right? Being a doctor isn't for everyone, right? Being a singer isn't for everyone. I have a lot of gifts. Singing ain't it. But if singing became in, how would I then be like, look, I'm going to just go in the studio and put this auto-tune on because everybody be singing and I'm going to sing too? That's not my gift. Understand your gift, understand your calling, and let other people live their lives. You can't put your life on nobody else, okay? Fellow entrepreneurs, stop rushing people into doing it. It ain't for everybody. Everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur. Like logically, if we all ran our own companies, who would work in the companies, right? Number 2, if you're considering it, make sure this is something that you're ready to do. This is going to be time. This is going to be money. This is going to be tears. This is going to be heartbreak and betrayal. This is going to be determination. This is going to be push through. This is going to be finding miracles and finding a way when there is no way. Make sure that you're ready for this. Because if you're not ready to put the same level of struggle into it that someone who's training for a marathon, that level of stress that they put into it consistently, if you're not ready to do that and you think it's a fly-by-night, I'm going to just make cookies and sell them. Let that go. That's not for you. If you are that person who's supposed to be an entrepreneur and you know entrepreneurship is for you, that's when I then come in with the talk that I was talking about hating. Either you're going to build somebody else's dream or you're going to build your own. If you know that you have the dream, if you know that you are equipped to do this dream, you better start doing it, because the longer that you put it off, the longer you're going to be working on somebody else's stuff, and you will never make it to the finish line if you never start. You can't make it to the finish line if you never go to the starting line and wait for the gun to clap, right? So entrepreneurship, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Share this. It's not for everyone. If it's not for you, that's okay. It's not for everybody.